This week the team project is at the alpha stage or the beta stage, the gold stage, depending on how far you got in your work on it. And this goal of this week is to share your game. There's going to be a presentation and a demo. Each team is going to give a short 5 to 25 minute PowerPoint or Google slide presentation, followed by a formal demonstration of the game during exam week. And this 5 to 25 minutes, it varies depending on how many people are on the team. I recommend programming a cheat mode or a test mode so you can effectively show all the different levels in the end screen. During the presentation, each person, if you are on a multi-person team, will describe what he or she worked on, the tools that were used, and the challenges the team faced. If you have something additional to add while one of your teammates is talking, please wait until your teammate is through talking. It is unpleasant to watch a talk where someone is repeatedly interrupted by their teammates. So it can be pretty concise. You want to start off with the attributions, state where you used anyone else's code other than lab or homework code, or assets such as artwork or audio. And then a summary of the game. The development process. So if you have multiple team members, what did each person contribute? What were any kind of tools that you used that were outside of the normal ones that are just built into GDevelop? What kind of challenges did you face when putting your idea into the full game? And then you'll do a demo, and then there'll be a brief question and answer period. So here is a example presentation. Asteroid Miner Company, that's the title of the game, and the current stage that he got to, it was an endless shooter, I was supposed to say there. 3 lives to make it as far as you can, but there's 5 different levels of difficulty, and there's a selection for that. No audio yet, a little typo there, and no saving, and most people don't have any kind of save mechanism, so that's just fine. But there's some intense explosions and a bullet fury from 4 cannons, so that's what really was successful in getting implemented with those 5 levels of difficulty. What I wanted was waves of enemy and a high score to track how far players could make it, and there is a high score there. And there's some things that did make it into the game, upgrades and power-ups. There are guns, allies there's some artwork, but not really the code, and ammunition. So creating explosions, he did some research, and I can show you the result of that. And creating the game itself was the challenge. And so anyway, that's a pretty good concise description. Many people put an artwork page, and just taking a screenshot of something like this would be great. So let's take a look at this game, and there's it really needed to be in the presentation. He had a what do you call it? Some reference code that he got from Wishforge Games, and they're known for having the more advanced features in GDevelop. Whoever is the founder of Wishforge Games is a lot of tutorials and free assets and examples. So you can see here what his game looks like. Level select menu, easy, medium, hard, expert, and death is super expert. And then this end screen. So when you start it, it gives credit to the Wishforge Games. And there's the particle effects for several different types of explosions of different sizes. And there's some rotating, more traditional giant asteroids, but the small ones are really dangerous and going to get you. So each one of these goes to another level. And he didn't get to audio, which is not ideal, since that could have been done pretty quickly. And then you hold down your space bar as you sweep these things around. And then if you let the asteroids hit you, at some point you take a certain amount of damage, and the explosion down here, which is pretty cool, uh, shows you that you're over. And this one is a lot harder at the other extreme. You have different sizes coming at you, different speeds than in the other levels, and it's quickly becomes just more unmanageable. And one interesting thing where all these asteroids are going are, he mentioned in the talk, there's a point down here. And so that was a bit of an issue where some of the asteroids, you can't even shoot them if you can't turn the turrets towards that direction. But in order that they kind of are in a good zone, um, you need this base object way below what you can see, and otherwise they would just hone in on a center point right there. Anyway, that's you can see the object list over here and the code over here. All of these enemies have their own random features. And the bullet has its own code. So it's well organized with a lot of comments, and that's nice. So anyway, that's giving you an idea of what a solo project looks like, and presentation.